First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother Dawaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got this Netflix movie called Supacell. It's not a movie, it's a series. It has 6 episodes. Salaki about that. And I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna try to spoil the movie, so I'm gonna tiptoe around it, but I'm gonna give you some of the storyline. So as you see, the main character is the one in the middle. His name is Michael. And he's searching for the other 4 characters that's on the side of him. Because he travels to the future and sees that his girlfriend gets killed. And his future self tells him the only way to stop the killing is to get these 4 people and stop the problem. Well, in the beginning of the movie, you find out what the problem is. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's experimenting on so-called black people. And one of his experiments is to sit up these powers that they give them, it lies dormant in their bodies, until some type of stress or something sets it off, and then they powers get revealed. So this is what Esau Edom is doing in this movie, and he puts them back in the neighborhoods, in the ghettos, and this takes place in London. So that's another thing I want y'all to recognize. This takes place in London. You got the gangs in London. These brothers fight. They fight with knives. This movie is sort of brutal in a lot of ways. It does show a lot of killing, so I just want y'all to prepare for that. It's brutal. It has a lot of, it just shows niggas, man. It shows Esau Edom in his old filthy ass way of doing things, but it shows niggas, man. And it also shows just how deceptive and just how much of an enemy the black woman is, man. The so-called black woman is, man, to men. It shows it quite a bit of times in here. But with that being said, man, he got to travel back to the present, get these people together to sit up here and stop what's coming. He doesn't know exactly what's coming. All he knows is that he got to get these people together, and then he figures it out along the way. But with that being said, man, this movie is really interesting. Like I said, Esau doing the experiments. It's just up here to show you just how our people, man, how they sit up here and just tend to forget, man, what this madman done. They accept those gifts. They accept what Esau give them, and then they turn their back on their own people, man. And this TV show, this Netflix series shows it, man. It shows it. So with that, man, the first scripture I want to kick, because the first thing that came to mind when I seen the first episode was Psalms 64. First thing that came to mind, man. First thing that came to mind. This is Psalm 64, and I'm gonna start at 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." Because when you look at the beginning of the movie, it shows these motherfuckers in an underground bunker, experimenting, coming up with all sorts of plans. They got cameras everywhere. It's just almost like that movie I Clone Tyrone, but these are superheroes. These are people with powers, and it's a little bit different. But the whole point of the matter is Esau Edom doing his goddamn wickedness behind closed doors and in secret to sit up here and fuck over you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. And it shows it very well in this movie. Just like that movie I Clone Tyrone. This is Psalm 64:4. "That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep." And there you go. These motherfuckers accomplish a diligent search. You ought to see all the surveillance that they got in this movie, surveilling everything, because the thing is, what they're waiting on is them to manifest their powers. That's the thing. They want to see if any one of them manifest their powers. See, and and there's a lot of people that go missing in this movie. A lot of Jake get kidnapped in this movie. They don't actually they show some of it, but you see that people hitting about how many people go missing, and it's all due to this secret Esau's secret little plan that he got, and he puts them in these places, and he experiments on them, and then he puts them back into the world and see what they do. But other than that, like I said before, I'm gonna try my best not to sit up here and spoil too much of this movie. But the main character, Michael, he's looking for these people, and that's kind of funny. His name is Michael because when you look up the word Michael in the Hebrew, it's Michael Allah, which means he who is like God. You know, and this guy's powers, like I think I said it earlier, maybe I didn't. This guy's powers where he could stop time, he could go back to the future, he could go into the future, Salakia. You know, he could stop time, he could teleport. So this guy he control all time. You know, like I said before, I think brothers will be real interested in the movie. But the other thing I sit up here and show you also is this. It shows you how the wicked our women are too, man. How wicked they are. And it also shows you judgment in this movie on some of the women too. Because of their wickedness. You know, because of what they did. But the main thing I want to sit up here and get is, this is the other thing. This is Isaiah chapter 3. In verse 12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and to destroy the way of thy paths. And the reason I get this is because you got children that rule over us. Who's the children? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's a big-ass child, you know, with his little kitten, his little toys, you know, his little science projects and shit. That's what this damn devil is. But it also talks about the women. It ain't just talking about our women, because it's also got Esau woman in here too, who's a goddamn devilish ass bitch, and y'all gonna find that out too. I'm not gonna say much about her, but it also got her a so-called Edomite woman in here who's totally out of pocket. But our women is out of pocket in here too. It showed you in the beginning of how Eve sits up here and fucks over one of the men who wants to see his child, and she gets mad at him because he don't have all the money to pay her for child support, so she keeps the kid from him. You know, just shows you how wicked these bitches are, man. And it also shows you a woman in here who sits up here and calls one of the other gang's ops just to tell them where they at, so they can get into some trouble with each other. I mean, and not only once, a couple of times, man. You know, it just shows Eve, man. You know, our women, man, are cause of a lot of men's downfall. And this movie depicts it, man. This movie depicts it, you know. But it also shows the stupidity of our people, too. The stupidity of niggas, man. You know, you don't own shit. But the other thing I want to sit up here and grab is this, too. Because there's a couple of brothers in here who sit up here, man, and no, let me just go ahead and go to it. This Ecclesiastes, so lucky if I'm all over the place, man. You know, forgive me about that. This Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You know, my thing is, man, here it is in this movie. You see the oppression of our people in the society in this movie, man. These Londoners. You see all the oppression with the so-called black Latinos and Native Americans in this movie. You see the oppression when you look at this movie. And like I said, this is supposed to be in London. You can see the oppression, man. See how they struggling. See all the shit they go through. But here it is, a gift destroyed the heart, because it also shows you just how quickly they'll betray you when Esau Edom gives them a little something too. That just don't go for the nigga woman. It goes for the dudes in here too, because you got a few of them in here who totally disregard everything else just because they get a little gift, just because they receive a little money, just because they get a little something from Esau Edom, and then they sit up here and feel big, and then they get put in their place. Like I said before, I'm trying my best. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you anything. This is what I see in the movie. I mean, in the TV show. In the Netflix series, Salakia. You know, I keep saying everything else, but the Netflix series, but I sit up here and say, I think you brothers, when you look at it, you'll love it. You know, it's a very good show. It was created by somebody called Rap Man. I didn't look up the stats. I didn't look up this guy's bio. I just know it was created by him. You know, so maybe one of you brothers y'all might want to take a look up this man's bio. The creator is called Rap Man. I don't know who that is. You know. So Salaki about that too. But like I said before, man, surely oppression, this is Ecclesiasticus 7 and 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And you know, we got a lot of motherfuckers in this goddamn, few motherfuckers in this movie, man. They get these little gifts, you know, and in the movie, in this Netflix show, they get these little gifts, man, and tend to forget, man, that you oppressed. You oppressed with that same motherfucker, man, that you going against. You know? And it just shows you the wickedness of our people, man. Truly, our people are fucking wicked. And this movie just totally depicts it. This Netflix show totally depicts it. The other thing I want to sit up here and get was hold on. Oh, that was it. I had never. Oh, you know what? Let me go back to this real quick because I want to show you something in this. This is how they look when they activate their powers. When they activate their powers, they'll glow their eyes, and you can see the amber color, orangish amber color. This is how they look when they get ready to do whatever they do, you know. But with that, let me sit up here and grab Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 12. Because a few people in here gonna find out the hard way, man. Never trust thy enemy. That just don't go for Esau, Edom neither. But here it is. This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. And then I'm just going to go to 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such come as nigh wild beast? Who's going to pity you, man? You know what a snake does. You know what wild beasts do out here. You can't trust them. You get near them, it could be your life. Point blank, period. A snake could bite you, and there you go. That venom is going all through your body. A motherfucking lion or a tiger or a bear out here. You get close to it, get your ass tore off. Who gonna trust? Why would you trust the animals? And the same thing goes for Esau, Edom. But also the same thing goes for our women too, and the 2/3 niggas, man. And that's one of the main reasons I want to get this. It said, never trust thine enemy. Well, you know in the scriptures, what does it say? What does it say about our women? Micah 7. It says, Micah 7 and 10, I'm going to go straight to the point. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street. And I'm going to tell you something, bros. Y'all going to see some of that in here. These hoes, man, will fuck you over, man. And one particular one, it's actually two, but one particular one in this movie, is in this Netflix show, is a real evil bitch, man. You know? But it's not just that, too. 2/3, man. Because a brother, too. You got a couple of brothers in here, man, who totally show you just how much of a 2/3 nigga they are. A few of them in here. Even one of them that got powers. He's a 2/3 ass nigga. You know? But either way it goes, man, you know, like I said before, the Netflix show is pretty good. I think brothers gonna enjoy it. I sort of kind of like went around it because I didn't really want to give away nothing. I just want to give y'all the main character, which his name is Michael. And then you got the other characters. Andre, Rodney, Sabrina, and it's one other guy. I can't think his name. Damn. Tazar. His name is Tazar. Tazar is the game banker, and he's a ruthless ass piece of shit. You know, he's very ruthless in this show, man. But he's one of them with the powers too, along with another motherfucker that got powers who ruthless in there. But I'm not gonna say too much about it. But I think the show is interesting. I think you brothers will get a lot of. I think you brothers is very spiritual, really spiritual. It shows a hell of a lot, man, and it just shows you, man, with these E's, man, the shit and the plots that they come up with. With that, man, let me sit up here and Psalm. Let me go back to Psalm because there's Psalms 140. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Cause man, we really gotta sit up here and hey man, we gotta be praying, man. Man, we gotta be praying. Cause these devils know, man. They put these TV shows out. They know, man. They beat around the bush and put all this and make it into some other bullshit. But they know what's coming. This Psalms 140. Actually, yeah, I'm going to read this real quick. This Psalms 140. Deliver me, this Psalms 140 and 1. Deliver me, old man. Oh, man, damn. I'm sitting up here. This Psalms 140, the chief musician, the Psalm of David. Deliver me, O Lord, thy power from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually they gather together for war. They sharpen their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Selah. You know, their doctrine, the little secrets that they create, all the bullshit that they be on. This damn devil is thinking any way and every way he can to fuck over you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. And this motherfucking movie depicts it, man. I mean, this show depicts it, man. This motherfucking devil is thinking every way he possibly can to fuck over Jakes, man. You know? Point blank, period. But his motherfucking, his enterprise ain't gonna make it, man. He ain't gonna make it. The Heavenly Father gonna let this bum get so far, and then his ass gonna be through. And those powers that he's showing in his movies, well, those gonna be the powers of the elect. The beginning, the 144, the mighty man, when we come and stomp y'all ass out. You know, that is truly coming. You know. But with that, man, hey, I hope this was a little edifying. Hey, like I said before, I recommend the Netflix show. It's called Supacell. Let me pull it up again. It's called Supacell, and you know, it actually, as you see, a couple of the screenplays, but this is the main character they show him mostly, Michael. He's the main character. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed sooner. With that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Bob Ball and Unyah Habatamakya. Shalom.